The 5 healthy foods that secretly raised my blood pressure. You know, after my last video, so many of you thanked me for sharing my story, and that means the world. But what I didn't get into was the other side of the story. The years I spent frustrated, thinking I was doing everything right, but my blood pressure just wouldn't budge. I was cutting out salty chips. I wasn't adding salt to my meals. I felt like I was fighting a battle in the dark. Sound familiar? Well, what I discovered completely shocked me. I was being sabotaged by foods I thought were totally fine, even healthy. Today, I'm pulling back the curtain on the 5 foods that were secretly raising my blood pressure. One will surprise you. Number 5, my healthy lunchtime salad dressing. This was my biggest shock. I'd have a beautiful big salad for lunch every day, loads of greens, veggies. I felt so virtuous. But then I'd drown it in this. I never thought to check the label. When I finally did, I saw one serving had over 300 milligrams of sodium. And let's be real, who uses just one serving? I was probably adding nearly 1,000 milligrams of sodium to my healthy meal without even knowing it. The simple swap. I started making my own dressing with extra virgin olive oil, lemon juice, and herbs. It takes 60 seconds and tastes a million times better. Number 4, the cozy comfort of canned soup. On a cold day, nothing was easier or more comforting than heating up a can of soup. I thought, it's mostly broth and vegetables, how bad can it be? The answer, really bad. Some of these cans contain over 1,800 milligrams of sodium. That's more than the entire daily recommended limit for some people in one little can. The simple swap. I switched to making a big pot of homemade soup on the weekend with low-sodium broth. I freeze it in portions so it's just as easy, but I control what goes in. Number 3, my daily bread. This is the ultimate secret agent. Bread doesn't even taste salty, right? But it's one of the biggest sources of hidden sodium in our diets. Just 2 slices of my regular whole wheat bread could pack around 400 milligrams of sodium. That's before I even put anything on it. The simple swap. I started looking for low sodium or no salt added bread at the bakery or health food store. It's a game changer. Number 2, the condiment culprits. My fridge was a minefield. Ketchup, soy sauce, barbecue sauce, even jarred pasta sauce. They're all loaded with sodium and sugar to preserve them and enhance flavor. I was adding a blood pressure spike to every single meal without even realizing it. The simple swap. I got picky. I now look for low-sodium versions of my favorite sauces. For pasta, I quickly sauté fresh tomatoes with garlic and basil. It's simple and so much cleaner. And the number 1 food that secretly raised my blood pressure, flavored yogurt and health drinks. This one hurt the most because I truly thought these were health foods. I'd have one after a walk, thinking I was replenishing my body, but these things are often packed with sugar. And what does sugar have to do with blood pressure? Well, excess sugar can lead to weight gain and insulin resistance, which puts a huge strain on your cardiovascular system. I was drinking a candy bar and calling it healthy. The simple swap. Plain Greek yogurt with fresh berries, or just good old-fashioned water. It was a humbling but necessary change. Looking back, it's crazy to think that these 5 everyday foods were working against me all that time. Eliminating them was just as important as adding the good stuff I talked about in my last video. It's not about perfection, it's about awareness. Start reading those labels. You will be amazed. If you haven't seen that first video where I break down the exact step-by-step protocol I used to lower my blood pressure after cutting these foods out, the specific exercises, the mindset, the other superfoods I added, then you need to watch it next. I'll put a link right here on the screen and also down in the description. Thank you so much for watching. This journey is so much easier when we share what we learn. Leave a comment below if any of these surprised you, or if you have your own secret saboteur. I read every single one. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you in the next video.